Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back to some more of Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So here we are at the island castle, well, one of two island castles actually, palace number 3, and the first enemy we see there is a Hell Knocker, or something along those lines. I think that's a rough translation of his name into English, but we're not going to bother with him because he does a ridiculous amount of damage to you, and takes 4 shots to kill, even with level 5 sword, which is probably higher than you're supposed to have it at this point anyway, so we'll run into him pretty soon up here, but first we gotta deal with this fall-away floor situation. You can kind of see the disadvantage of the downward thrust at this point, but oh well, that's alright. These guys don't do a lot of damage. In fact, these tin hats, or tin suits as they're called, not tin hats, which are those orange guys, they take away experience when they hit you, so yeah, the less I get hit by them, the better, but you know, it's very medial amounts, nothing that you have to worry about. Anyhow, a good friend Blinky gonna make numerous appearances in this palace. And up here we have, a little chance for a key. Use a little downward thrust. But first, deal with one of these Hell Knocker guys. Now, they throw this kind of ball and hammer, I suppose, kind of thing. Ooh, better pick up that key while I'm at it. They throw this ball and hammer sort of thing, and you'd think you might be able to dodge it with your shield, because it's right there at the level of your shield, but you actually can't. You need the reflex spell to be able to block that, and we're not going to be getting that until a bit later on. So right now, just deal with them the best you can. There's only 3 of them, I think, in the entire palace, so if you don't want to deal with them, that's fine. They give you 100 experience, which ain't bad, but we're going to be running into a lot of these. Much easier to kill Iron Knuckles. Oh, that sucks. I wasn't able to get off the life and then make it still keep going. Ugh, that's going to be a tragic situation. But it's a good thing we're focusing on our magic levels this time around, and they kind of need it. I've been neglecting magic, and, you know, magic spells in this game aren't really something that are that super important. Obviously there's no offensive spell. Well, there is an offensive spell, I take that back. But it's not like you can choose to be like a warrior versus a wizard kind of a thing. So I really, you know, magic's really not that important. And boom, there you go, level 4 magic anyway. And we get full magic from that, so luckily we didn't get beat up too badly out here. I also like this whole little courtyard kind of look too. I think this is the only palace where you go outside in between it, and that's, you know, it's a nice little change of pace, especially for a 1987 Nintendo game. Alright, so take out that armored Stalvos, and here we go with the wolf dog head things. Zool! They are really annoying. They don't do a lot of damage, but they are super annoying. Speaking of annoying, here comes a little bit of classic platforming right here. Just make sure those bots aren't doing anything crazy. Might as well take advantage of this blue potion, because you know how they like to twitch and, you know, go nutty. Oh, whoa, that was too close. Jeez. Whoa there, Red Nut. Yeah, jeez, making me tempted to do some crazy action-packed shenanigans right there. One really important thing to note about level 5 magic, which we're on our way to right now, is that at level 5 magic, shield costs exactly 1 block of magic to cast, and at that point you can also cast both life or fairy twice if you have a full magic bar. But enough about that. Right now we have the blue Iron Knuckle, who is a pain in the ass, as you might be able to tell by the fury of his throwing of the little swords. Yeah, so after you hit this guy, he's gonna throw out 8 shots at you, and you could go in here all gung-ho, and with shield on, you'll probably survive it, but you'll get beat up pretty badly in the process. So I say just take your time with this guy. You know, it's a good test of the hand-eye coordination, especially if you get up really close to him like that. But otherwise, just wait till he throws those, whatever they are, daggers, swords, little white bars at you, and then go in for your attack. It shouldn't be too difficult. And for that, we get the item, the raft! Yes, the raft, and look how tiny it is, too, compared to the raft from Zelda 1. It kind of gives you an indication of how much Link might have grown from one game to another, because it could be the same raft, and luckily we don't have to use it very much. Once we get over to the eastern continent, we're just going to be staying there for the rest of the game. And that's kind of weird, too. You don't think of many games where you go east. You're always going west. That's probably just, like, an American thing, because, you know, you go west, the western frontier and all that, but, yeah, I don't know, you never go east that much. Well, except for when you're walking to the right, which is, you know, a staple of any good platform video game, but oh well. We can hit this wolf head up here. Oh, if these wolf heads would stop bothering me. As you can see, though, not a lot of damage coming off. And you have a chance there of getting a magic bottle, or possibly running into a red Iron Knuckle. And, you know, either isn't that bad. You know, one's easy experience, and one's easy magic, so can't complain. or easy money, as John Connor might say in Terminator 2. Man, if I would have had those hacking skills back in the early 90s, dude, I would have been all over those arcades. Jeez, those are good times. Speaking of good times, man, I've been watching a lot of Mad Men lately, and by a lot of Mad Men, I mean I've always been watching Mad Men. Ooh, yeah, Full Life and Full Magic, nice. Man, that show's getting good. If you guys don't watch Mad Men, seriously, it's really worth it. It's such an awesome show. It had a slow start to the season, but the past 2 episodes have been amazing. So, if you're looking for a good show to watch, then check it out. But, you know, at the same time, I'm always really hard on people because, you know, the world's so much based on, like, you get home from your job, and this probably doesn't apply to all my viewers, but you get home from work, and then you go home, and it's like, seriously, so many people I talk to, it's like, I gotta catch up on Game of Thrones, or I gotta catch up on whatever, this and that, and it sucks, because, like, what do you do with your money? Do you just save your money, or do you have that many bills? I'm like, let's go out and do something, you know? It's just, I don't know, it's really just a pain in the ass. I mean, but now I'm on the other side of the rope where I kind of don't have a job right now, which also sucks. But, you know, at the same time, I still want to go do stuff, even though I have, like, $5 to my name, you know? Anyhow, enough about that. That part right there that we just went through with the blocks and the wolf heads, that part's a pain in the ass. You could go right, you could go left. Either way, you're going to need that key. So, you know, just deal with it the best you can. I throw on shield just to make things a little bit easier, because I do not have the patience for that kind of stuff. And that's probably the toughest part in the whole palace. Really, the rest of this place isn't that difficult. Ooh, took a shot from the Hell Knocker, Doom Knocker. Maybe it's a Doom Knocker, I don't know. Hell doesn't seem like it would be right for a Nintendo game. At least not at this era, but anyhow, so I've got a little bit of extra magic, so I'm going to jump up here and get this 100-point P-Bag. If you don't have the magic, don't worry about it. It's just 100 points, but me, I'm trying to be really strategic with my levels anyway, so hopefully we can get out of here with level 5 magic, and then I suppose it would go on to level 6 life after that, so hopefully that's the game plan at least. Now, speaking of good shows that are actually worth watching, have you guys ever seen any TED Talks? Like, if you go on Google and search TED Talks, check it out, because they're from people that are like geniuses and leaders in their, you know, industries and professions, and they just talk in front of these groups for, you know, like 15 minutes or so, like as long as the YouTube video generally is. And man, they've got some just ingenious ideas on the way the world works and how it could just be a better place. So I highly suggest checking it out if you want to see something that's pretty intellectual, getting a little bogged down by the stupidity of YouTube videos. It's a good change of pace. But, so here's the boss for this level. Pretty cool. I like how the horse, how it's got different sprites of animation when it turns around. That's a pretty neat touch, actually. But really easy. You just have to jump on its head, and then after that, it's just a normal fight with a blue knuckle. So, yeah, just try to stick to the strategy. A level 5 attack, it shouldn't be too bad, but you're probably not going to come into this with full life anyway. So, just bear in mind, oof, that, oh man, I'd get my ass kicked. Come on, one more shot. Oh, down to the wire, yes! Ha-ha! You must die! And you have died in the most extravagant of exploding fashions, and thank goodness that guy gave me enough experience for a level up. I was kind of worried about that. So, we made it out of there. We will hit level 6 with the life, but we're going on to the 4th palace, and we need 666 by level 4. Will we get it? It's going to be tough. Might need to do a little bit of leveling up, but luckily, my favorite spot to level up is coming up right after we hit the Eastern Continent, so that'll be a lot of fun to show off, and might do a little bit of grinding there, but I assure you, I won't go as crazy with the grinding as I've gone in past games. Anyhow, guys, that's going to do it for me and the 3rd palace. Next time, we go to the Eastern Continent and explore the exotic enemies and scenery that lies beyond. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. This has been the Johnny Cage. Subscribe, like, comment if you have not. Talk to all of you awesome people later on.